Hey everyone, Chelsea Rittenauer here, your host for Music Talks. It's Wednesday night and we are at the Cobblestone Hotel for another amazing episode. And tonight we have the 80s and 90s band with us. Hey guys.
Hey, hi Jim.
Hi, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So I'm super excited about this because I love the 90s, absolutely love the 90s. So I want to hear all of your music, but let's get to it. So I don't really know who you all are personally. So why don't we go down the line? Tell me who you are, what you play in the band, and kind of how you got started playing.
Sure.
All right.
My name's Phil Conty. I'm local. I live in Everson, and lead singer of the band. And I've really been doing this. I joined these guys about a year ago, so that's all I've been doing it. And that's my history. I've loved music a long time, but never really had the nerve to get into singing. And then I just decided to do it. I karaoke'd a lot, and then I just answered an ad and tried out. And
What? Okay, so wait, you have only been singing for a year.
for a year, yeah.
Oh, I'm going to have fun with you, asking you
1 year.
questions later. All right.
Hello, my name's Andrew. I grew up here in Connersville, so it's nice to be back. I live in Pittsburgh right now, so I play the bass in the band. You know, it's only 4 strings. That's all the strings they would let me have. So that's kind of what I do. And I try to have a good time. I love the 90s as well, and also the 80s. But I think I like the 90s just a tad bit more.
Me too.
Yeah.
So when did you start playing the bass?
I've probably been playing about 10 years now.
Cool.
I
Did
would
you
say.
learn on your own? Did you have a teacher?
Yeah, I learned on my own with the help of the internet. So.
Why the bass and not like lead guitar?
Well, again, I tried to play it was just too much, and the bass, it looked really appealing because of the four strings, and I was like, what the heck, why not? So here I am.
Cool.
Yeah.
I dig it.
My name's Rod Wilkins. I'm the lead guitar of the band, guitar, some vocals. Self-taught, started on the drums, then went to rhythm guitar, went to lead guitar, bass. People I jammed with, they just, whatever they needed, I would say, well, we need a bass player, I'll learn to play the bass. Not that great, but enough to get by.
Yeah.
So,
Spoiler alert, he's going to be back on the show a few months from now,
October.
playing some of his solo stuff. So you'll see him again later.
yes.
What's the name of it?
Rod Wilkins, there you go, that's about it.
There we go.
Just original music. Very good, sir.
Thanks, Rod. My name's Doug Arndt. I'm the drummer in the band, or that's a very loose term that I'm going to use right now. He's actually a better drummer than I am. 4-string fellow over here, he's probably a better drummer than me. Nah. We have a lot of fun together. I just joined up with the band about a year ago, and I've been playing drums for it's 57 years now, I think. Yeah. It's been. Probably since 7th grade. So it's been a lot of fun getting together with these fellas, and it's been a real experience. It's been my first true bar band I've ever been a part of, and it's been a great time.
I love it. Awesome. So who started the band?
Well, I would say probably me and Rod started the band.
Mm-hmm.
We played in a lot of different bands together for the last, I don't even know, 8 years, 10 years, whatever. We played in country music bands, classic rock. So we've hit all the genres other than really 80s and 90s, and we both really enjoy, I think, that kind of music. I especially love the 90s because that's more when I was in high school, and
The 80s guy, because that's when I was in high school.
so we just kind of put 2 and 2 together, and right now everybody seems to be loving that style of music. So what the heck, let's try it out.
All right, very cool. So you guys have been together for a year, correct?
Yeah, about a little over a year, maybe year and a half ish.
All right, so the 80s and 90s band, we have the era, but what genres are we focusing on from the 80s and 90s? What do you guys typically hit on?
You want to let her know, Phil?
Anything popular. If it was popular in the 80s and 90s, pop hit. If you liked it, when you were around, or you like it now, we're playing it. So anything that appeals to everybody.
Cool.
And we want people on the dance floor. So it's got to be a moving song. We're not playing. We play a couple acoustic songs just to give a rest during the show, but I mean, we do. How many songs are we doing in a set? 45. I don't know what. I mean, in our entire show, and we're one right after another. We don't stop. I mean, we go right through it. So
Oh, wow.
it's a lot of fun.
So it's super high energy then.
Yes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we love this. People on the floor. That's what gives us energy, and yeah.
Cool. So let's talk about the name. I mean, you guys get right to it. Like, there's no question about what you are. It is the 80s and 90s band. Why did you choose that? Were there other names that were in the mix? How did you come to that name?
Well, we wanted a name so if people drove by a bar or a club and they saw the name, they knew what they were getting as soon as they walked in the door. We had bands with different names. People didn't know what you were, if you're country or you classic rock. We knew if we named it the 80s and 90s band, somebody wanting to hear Sweet Home Alabama is not going to walk through the door. They know that it's an 80s and 90s band, you know. And so we started out as the 80s and 90s. We added the word band to it, and we said it's maybe the dumbest name, but it's the most productive. It just,
But it's
and people
so
search
to the
it,
point.
and if you search for 80s and 90s bands, any Google search, we're going to come up.
Yeah.
You know, so instead of picking a movie title or a TV show or something from that era,
Yeah.
we're trying to mix them. We 80s and 90s, it kind of happened pretty quick. We just said we're going to put on the marquee the 80s and 90s bands.
I mean, it's pretty genius. It's great, I have to say.
However, in that vein, we did kind of have a different name we were kind of messing with, and it was called Double Decades, because there's 2 decades. So we thought, well, Double Decades, that could work. But ultimately, we settled on the 80s and 90s band. However, though, we did use Double Decades as our website. So you can check us out there, find our schedule at doubledecades.com. So we thought that would work well for at least a website, because if you try to do 80s and 90s for a website, a lot of people don't know if you have to spell it out or just use the numbers.
Right.
So this way, you know, I think it works out kind of well, in, you know, as the name of our band and as a website.
Yeah.
So.
That was a perfect segue to my next question. How often do you guys perform? Where do you typically perform? And how can we all hear you do your thing?
Well, that's a good question for Doug, our drummer, to answer.
Since I joined up, I think the goal has been to let's try and play out, a minimum twice a month.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, for the most part, we've been the southern edge of Westmoreland County and northern Fayette County. That seems to be where I think we've made a name for ourselves.
Got some stuff
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, too.
Yeah, and it's certainly, we're trying to get a footprint a little further west to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm Greensburg. And it's our backyard.
Yeah.
And I think we've got something of a following. We've had some really great performances, and a really good head count that has come in and to see us, and some dependable folks that come on the repeat ventures. I think our stomping grounds is southern Westmoreland and Fayette, but obviously trying to arch out where we can.
Cool. Are you guys playing at any festivals or anything this summer?
No.
No.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
We played Fun Fest last year, and it didn't work out this year for some reason. Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, we played Fun Fest in Connellsville last year, and it
saw
was
that.
great.
Yeah.
And this year we didn't get the opportunity to play, but we're always looking.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity. East Huntington Fireman's Club has a rib roast this summer, and we're supposed to be getting booked for that. So
Awesome. So once again, can you tell me what your website is, the Facebook page, YouTube page? Give me all of that so people out there can find you.
Yeah, definitely. So again, our website, that's doubledecades.com. Like I said, you can check out our schedule there, look at some cool pictures of us, get to know us, our demos on there. Segue, our demo on our website, doubledecades.com, actually takes us to our YouTube page, which our YouTube page is the 80s and 90s band, which again, our Facebook page also, if you just search the 80s and like the symbol 90s band, you'll be able to find us on Facebook. And again, keep up to date with us, hit that like button, and subscribe to us on YouTube if you'd like. And that way you'll get all the up-to-date information.
Great. So I want to talk about the music a little bit more. Obviously, 80s and 90s covers. Love it. Super excited to hear it. Do you have any originals as well? Do you plan to write originals, or are you keeping it as a cover band?
I would say we're just keeping it as a cover band. we don't have originals as a group, but like Rod was saying,
Individually,
you know, we do. Like Rod has his whole thing that he's doing. You know, I play around at home with music, but I'll never release any of it. You know,
say
it's just-
never.
That's true. That's very true. Well,
Just give it to me free.
I'll upcharge you a little bit. So, but yeah, but as far as the band, the 80s and 90s band, yeah, it's definitely just going to be covers from, well, the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And we do try to, whenever we're playing a show, we do try to split up more or less our whole evening. You know, half the show be 80s songs, half the show be 90s songs. But we do intermix those songs as well. So we try to give a good balance of what we're playing so everybody can enjoy it if they like one decade more than the other. So, yeah.
Awesome. This was great. Thank you so very much for coming. Like I said, I'm super excited to hear your stuff. I'm ready to get to it. Everyone, this is the 80s and 90s band. As we said, check them out on Facebook, check out their website, check out their YouTube page. You can book them for upcoming festivals and events. Everybody loves 80s and 90s dance music, so get to it. Check them out.
And they like the hair, too.
Yeah, we love the hair. But you have to use a flat iron.
I do have to use a flat iron. 'cause
It's a struggle.
I have
The ladies
curly
know.
hair. But I'm okay with that.
I have curly hair too. So, all right, everybody, let's get to the music.
Zoom. For well over 2 decades, it's been the area's most reliable internet service. And our wireless network keeps your whole home connected to the internet, no matter how many different devices you have. Call or visit us online and see the difference speed can make. The future is faster with Zoom.
Hi, everyone. We are back. Huge welcome to the 80s and 90s band. Let's get to it, guys.
Excited to be here.
I got my head checked by a jumbo jet. It wasn't easy, but nothing is. No. When I feel heavy metal and I'm pins I'm needles, when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Pleased to meet you. I got my head done when I was young. It's not my problem. It's not my problem. When I feel heavy metal and I'm pinching up needles, when I lie and I'm easy all of the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. Pleased to meet you. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know I never seen you look so good. You never act the way you should. But I like it, and I know you like it too. The way that I want you, I gotta have you. Oh yes I do. I never ever stay out late. You know that I can hardly wait just to see you, and I know you cannot wait to see me too. I gotta touch you, 'cause dirty to me. You know I call you on the telephone. I'm only hoping that you're home, so I can hear you when you say those words to me. Whisper so softly, I gotta hear you, 'cause baby we'll be at the drive-in in the old man's Ford, behind the bushes, until I'm screaming for more. Down the basement, lock the cellar door, and baby, talk dirty to me. Come on, pick up that guitar, roll it, talk to me. To me.
Thank you.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. An angel's smile is what you sell. You promised me heaven and put me through hell. Chains of love got a hold on me. When passion's a prison, you can't break free. Oh, you're a loaded gun. Oh, there's nowhere to run. No one can save me. The damage is done. A shot to the heart, and you're to blame. You give love bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name. You give love a bad name. Paint your smile on your lips, blood red nails on your fingertips, a schoolboy's dream. You act so shy. Your very first kiss was your first kiss goodbye. Oh, you're a loaded gun. Oh, there's nowhere to run. No one can save me. The damage is done. Shot through my heart, and you're to blame. You give love bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name. You give love. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. I play my part, and you play your game. You give love a bad name. Bad name. You give love a bad name. Bad name. You give love bad name. You give love bad name. You give love bad Looking around the house, hidden behind the window and the door, searching for signs of life, but there's nobody home. Well, maybe I'm just too short. Well, maybe I'm just too frightened by the sound of it. Pieces of note fall down, but the letter said, it was good living with you. It was good. It was good living with you. It was good. Good. signs of life, but there's nobody home. Well, maybe I'll call or write you a letter. Now maybe we'll see on the 4th of July, but I'm not too sure, and I'm not too proud. But I'm not too sure, and I'm not too proud to say, it was good living with you, it was good, it was good living with you, it was good, good, so good. It was good living with you. It was good. It was good living with you. It was good. Could you whisper in my ear the things you wanna feel? I'll give you anything to feel it coming. And do you wake up on your own and wonder where you are? You live with all your faults. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Let it slide, yeah. Don't you love the life you killed? The priest is on the phone. Your father hit the wall. Your might disowned you. I don't suppose I'll ever know what it means to be a man. It's something I can't change. I'll live around it. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all, so why don't you slide? Ooh, slide. And I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. Oh man, put your arms around me. What you feel is what you are, and what you are is beautiful. Oh man, do you wanna get married or run away? And I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. Oh man, put your arms around me. What you feel is what you are, and what you are is beautiful. Oh man, do you wanna get married or run away? I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything. Yes, I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. Yes, I'll do anything you ever dreamed to be complete. Little pieces of the nothing that fall. Yes, slide. Why don't you slide into my room? Just slide into my room, and I will run away, run away, run away.
Whew, thank you.
If I get to know your name, well, if I could trace your private number, baby, all I know is that to me you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. Take my sights on you, and I've got to have my way now, baby. All I know is that to me you look like you're having fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. I got to be your friend now, baby, and I would like to move in just a little bit closer. All I know is that to me you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. All I know is that to me you look like you're lots of fun. Open up your loving arms, watch out, here I come. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Thank you.
Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that. I can't remember what was said or what you threw at me. Please tell me why. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I came in through the window last night. It's no surprise to me I am my own worst enemy. 'Cause every now and then I kick the living me. The smoke alarm is going off and there's a cigarette still burning. Please tell me why. My car is in the front yard and I'm sleeping with my clothes on. I came in through the window down to London town to go. With a record selection and the mirror's reflection, I'm dancing with myself. When there's no one else inside, in a crowded, lonely night. Well, I waited so long for my love vibration, and I'm dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Well, there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove. Well, I'm dancing with myself. If I looked all over the world, and there's every type of girl, but your empty eyes seem to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sing another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Well, there's nothing to lose and there's nothing to prove, and I'm dancing with myself. Girl, but your empty eyes seem to pass me by, let me dancing with myself. So let's sing another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. And there's every type of girl, but your empty eyes seem to pass me by, leave me dancing with myself. So let's sing another drink, 'cause it'll give me time to think. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance, and I'll be dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. Dancing with myself. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. If I had a chance, I'd ask the world to dance. Dancing with myself. Oh, I was wet, and I sweat, and I sweat, and I sweat, and I sweat, 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 sweat. Thank you for having us. We had a great time.
Thank you.
Guys, you rocked it so hard that you knocked the banner down.
All right.
In the middle, yes, in the middle of the set. But in all seriousness,
glasses broke or nothing.
No, we're good. Just the banner, just the banner. You guys are amazing.
Thanks.
There was so much fun. Thank you so much for coming.
We really appreciate it.
I love what you guys are doing. You pick the perfect songs. People of Connellsville, whoever is in charge of booking for festivals and events, you need to book these guys. This is fun stuff and everyone loves it. Even my dad back there, he said, oh my God, I love this band. Not quite like that, but you know. All right, everyone. We will be back here at the Cobblestone next Wednesday. We have a solo acoustic act. I'm your host, Chelsea Rittenauer. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a lovely evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye.